Friends, I have been asked by countless number of people over the past several months to do a reaction video to Prince and the MPG Santana Medley. So the medley they do of Santana, people have wanted me to react to it, give you my thoughts on it. It's been a while. This isn't going out to directly one person because so many people have asked for it. But the time is here. Let's do this, shall we? Okay, so lots to talk about here, but do you notice he's picking up a lot of the nuances of Santana, just the way he's changed his tone a little bit to sound like more like Santana. He normally has a little bit of a heavier, more ripping rock shredder tone, but he's really changed his tone a little bit. But his vibrato, his bend, his hammer-ons and pull-ups, he's really doing good to mimic Santana there. It's really cool. She's in good shape, isn't she? This is a 94, so is that Michael Bland on drums? Sounds like him. Dude, that's a killer band, man. Now, who's she on keyboard? I think this might be my first time that I've seen her. Also noticing on that guitar, there's not a lot of fret markers. So you ever see the dots or the inlays on some guitars? They have like a dot at the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, 12th, 15th, 17th, 19th, and sometimes the 21st fret on their guitar. I don't see that. I only see he has a fret marker for the 12th fret. So, there's some people out there that are so good they just don't need them. That ain't me. So, but with Prince, that doesn't surprise me. Yet another thing. Great use of delay there. Awesome. Wah pedal. I don't think that was a Carlos Santana like he just played there. He threw in a bit of his own. Amazing right hand with that strumming. Amazing. Many of you have told me over the past several months that Prince was really into Santana. Santana was a big influence on him. I can really, I could hear some of that in this playing, but I could really see that in this video. One of the things that Santana would do a lot with his tone when he's playing, he would touch the volume and the tone knobs a lot. I was never into that. I'm like, volume on, let's go kind of guy. And I got my first guitar in '86, and all those years of playing guitar, I have never touched a tone knob. They're just wide open all the time. But it's really cool the way he would use it, and Prince was doing a bit of that tonight too. He really, had more of the Santana tone, but also the nuances in his licks, his bends, his vibrato when he's vibrating the string. He had a lot of the Santana in it. Carlos Santana inflections in it. I got to tell you guys, what really grabbed me here with this too. I mean, Prince is... How many wardrobe changes would he go through sometimes in a night? Would he tend to wear the same thing all night? Or did he change between songs? Another thing to delve into. That drummer. My God, that guy was amazing. I'm going to guess and say that's Michael Bland. And if it is Michael Bland, like him and John Blackwell, for me, they're like... Man, that whole band was phenomenal. That keyboard player, I really loved her playing. If you guys could inform me a little bit more of who she is. It was great. I'm also going to tell you guys another thing you guys might not realize. When you're on stage and you have to sing, especially if you're night after night after night, like I've never had the extensive stress of having to play like night after night after night after night. For me, at the most, it was a 3-nighter. And then after that, I knew I'd have the rest of the week off. I don't even like saying I was a vocalist or a singer when we're talking about Prince here. But the point I'm trying to make is when you do like an instrumental like that, 7 or 8 minutes long, 10 minutes long, it gives you a chance to give your voice a rest if you're tired. And I remember when I'd do the 3-piece, country classic rock cover thing, especially if it's a quiet gig and there's not a lot of people there and your voice is done. If it's like, the end of a 2nd nighter or a 3rd nighter. And we'd be just doing standard fare songs. And, sometimes I'd do extended guitar solos just to save my voice. And, I played with a bass player who sang half the night too, just to save our voices. Because it gets very tiring. And then when you look at Prince and how, can you imagine the amount of calories he burns in a night? In one of those performances? Like... Anyway, I think it was really awesome. You could tell, obviously, Santana was one of his influences. I just keep thinking again and again, like, why Prince didn't get the recognition as a guitar player that he should have. And this was in 94. But even in 94, like, I don't remember having access to seeing stuff like that. Anything I saw about Prince was either on, a video show on the CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, or maybe it was... something on Much Music. And it wasn't really his guitar stuff. We never saw stuff like that. It was, Thieves in the Temple or all that stuff, like the dancing, more dancing type. I have vague recollections of him with a guitar around the time of Purple Rain, but I didn't know. So guys, that was an awesome suggestion. What do you guys think? Comment below. Give me your suggestions. And remember, practice hard, but practice smart. We'll see you soon.